Welcome to International Celebrity Biography. On this channel, we bring you powerful stories of influential people shaping the world. If you love global leaders and future politics, don't forget to subscribe. George W. Bush is one of the most debated and controversial presidents in American history. Some see him as a strong leader during a time of crisis. Others criticize the decisions that changed the course of global politics forever. But no one can deny that his presidency reshaped the world. George Walker Bush was born on July 6, 1946, in New Haven, Connecticut. Politics ran in his blood. His father, George H. W. Bush, served as the 41st President of the United States. Growing up in a powerful political family gave George W. Bush early exposure to leadership and public service. He studied at Yale University and later earned an MBA from Harvard Business School, becoming the first U.S. president with an MBA degree. However, his early life was not perfect. Bush openly admitted struggling with alcohol in his younger years. He later said that faith in religion helped him turn his life around and gave him a new sense of purpose. Before becoming president, Bush served as the governor of Texas from 1995 to 2000. His leadership style in Texas helped him build a national reputation as a compassionate conservative. The 2000 presidential election was one of the closest and most controversial elections in U.S. history. Bush ran against Al Gore. The results in Florida were so close that the final decision went to the U.S. Supreme Court. In the end, Bush won the presidency, but the tight race left the country deeply divided. Then came the moment that defined his presidency. On September 11, 2001, terrorist group Al-Qaeda carried out attacks on the United States. Nearly 3,000 people were killed. The attacks shocked the world and changed American foreign policy forever. President Bush quickly declared a war on terror. The United States invaded Afghanistan to remove the Taliban regime and pursue Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind the attacks. In 2003, Bush made another major decision, the invasion of Iraq. He claimed that Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction. However, those weapons were never found. The Iraq War became one of the most controversial conflicts in modern history and drew heavy criticism worldwide. Despite the criticism, Bush was re-elected in 2004, defeating John Kerry. His second term focused on national security, economic policies, and attempts to reform Social Security, although some reforms did not succeed. Another major challenge during his presidency was Hurricane Katrina in 2005. The government's response to the disaster was widely criticized, and it affected his public approval ratings. By the end of his presidency in 2009, the United States was facing a major financial crisis, known as the Great Recession. Bush approved emergency measures to stabilize the banking system before leaving office. After leaving the White House, Bush kept a lower profile compared to many former presidents. He focused on charitable work, veteran support programs, and even discovered a passion for painting. Today, George W. Bush remains a complex and controversial figure. Supporters credit him with keeping America safe after 9/11. Critics argue that the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan had long-lasting consequences. Love him or criticize him, one thing is certain: George W. Bush led America during one of the most difficult and transformative periods in modern history.